Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee on this beautiful, sunny but crisp morning on Teesside. I'm not going to lie to you. This is actually a really, really good day for a Sunday. It's unusual to get good racing on a Sunday, but it looks good. There's some good meetings on today. Doncaster, Bath and Musselburgh, they really are good meetings. But I'll tell you something, it's giving me a bloody headache. What some tight races today. Nearly everyone, bar the odd one, are really, really tight between 2 or 3. It's basically, I've had to go back over each race 2 or 3 or 4 times to convince myself that, right, I've picked the right one here. Or I'm just going to scrub it because it's so tight. But we've got 11 for you today. Now that's very unusual for Sunday. We normally have 3 or 4, but we've got 11 for you because it's such a good day's racing for Sunday. Now I know we're coming towards the end of the flat season, but what a really good day's racing for Sunday. Very, very, very unusual. So let's try to decipher this, shall we? It is going to be a tough one to call because, as I've said, there's so many tight races today. But we'll start with a Doncaster 155 Whiskey Pete. It is the top graded. I've got a grading of 23. It is 16 to 1. It's got no problems with the ground. It hasn't got course or distance, which is a little bit of a concern, but certainly looks the standout horse in the race. So that's Whiskey Pete in the Doncaster 155. Right, here's one that people will like because it's such a popular horse. It's not the greatest grading, I've got to say. Doncaster 3 o'clock, Comanche Falls. It is such a tight race, this one, between probably 6 horses. This is the top graded horse, but the grading is only 14, which is very low. Has no issues with the ground. It is 8 to 1. It's not a bad price, Comanche Falls. We know it's a good horse. It's up near the top of the weights. But as I've said, it's a very tight race between about 6 horses. But that one come just for me, edged it. That's one of the races I've had to go over about 3 or 4 times this morning. Right, 440 at Doncaster. Now this is an interesting one because there's 2 here. One I'm definitely going for, and I'm going to bang the other one in, I think, with a silly little forecast with it. And again, another really tight race between about 3. Dakota Gold is the top graded. It's graded 28. It is a course and distance winner. It has got no issues with the ground. It is 25 to 1. But then you throw in a spanner in the works, Existent, which is bottom weight, which is not that far behind Dakota Gold, in yet, like I say, another very tight race. It's 10 to 1. That is the forecast I'm going to put on. But I'm edging for Dakota Gold there with Existent in a forecast, but don't be surprised if it comes the other way around and Existent maybe edges it with it being bottom weight. Again, as I said, such a tight race to call. Right, Doncaster 518. I really do like the look of this one. It's not the tightest of races. There's a couple. It's very, very close, only 1 grading point apart. Arnhem in the Doncaster 518 is a distance winner, no issues with the ground. It is 13 to 2 and it is graded 25. So it's a decent grading, but I say it's only slightly ahead of another one. It's another one I've had to go over 2 or 3 times to convince myself. Musselburgh 325, where the ground is good to soft. This wasn't a hard one to call. It's way ahead of the rest. Cougar, it likes the ground. It's got no course or distance, which is an issue, of course, to some people. And that was the only question mark I've got on it. It's 9 to 1, decent price, but that is what it is. Cougar, which is probably the easiest one to grade today. I've not had much of a headache with that one, and that's in the Musselburgh 325. 433, really not confident on this one, but because I'll tell you something now, there is only 8 grading points separating the 10 horses. This is how tight this race is. And it's JM Jingree. It's course and distance winner, no issues with the ground, 15-2, the tightest race of the day. I've done this 4 or 5 times. It is the highest graded, but as I said, hardly any points separating all 10 horses there. Very, very tight. It's only graded 10. So it's one of them, probably you may well want to leave alone, which is up to you, of course. I just give you the horses. It's always going to be your bet, your money, your choice. Musselburgh 508. Now, I do like the look at this one, but again, it's a low-graded one. Inanna, it's a distance winner, no issues with the ground, 15-2. Yet another very, very tight race, only graded 14. I would have liked it to have been up near the 20 mark. It is the top graded. There is 2 of them are top graded, but it's slightly better things going for it. That's all I can say, really. Very, very tight race once again. A lot of them today, and that's why I've got a headache. 543. Now, this is really, really interesting, and it doesn't come up that often, where 2 horses are slightly different graded. Identical gradings, identical on everything, pretty much, when you look at where things up. The only thing different is you've got Mismerald, distance, no issues with the ground, 10-1, and Mon Hammer, course and distance, no issues with the ground, 7-2. So the value there is probably Mismerald. But I'm definitely going to put them 2 in a reverse forecast. I probably will back them both. It's just one of them. It's just one of them races where the more you look at it, the more you can't separate these 2 horses. The value obviously is in Mismerald. Monhammer at 7-2 is not really much value. I think it might go out slightly, but not very much. It's been a really, it's tough today because it's very rare, as I've said, Sunday to be a good day's racing, but it is today. And some really good horses and some really tight races. I don't really know where to go on that one. Definitely reverse forecast, and probably will have to back them both. Right, Bath, where it's good to soft, 2 o'clock. The top graded is Zambezi Magic, but there's no value in that one. It's only 11-8. One last time out. Don't see any value at all in that one. That was the top graded. The second top graded is my brother Mike, which is graded 32. It's 14-1. It's a course and distance winner. It has no issues with the ground. And I just think that is the value in that race. Zambezi Magic just doesn't offer any value at all, unless you're going to put mega bucks on it. And I'm not convinced Zambezi Magic will follow up anyway. Right, Bath 308. I know this is tedious and it's a very long video, and I apologise for that, but it's been really hard this morning. 308 at Bath. Bohemian Breeze. Question marks on the ground here. It's only 5-1, but it's a good grading, 24. So it has got a good grading. I do like the look of it. It is top graded, but yet again another very tight race between 3 or 4 horses. And it's one of them days. It's like a toss of coins sort of day, really. And you'll be pleased to hear this is the very last one in what is another extremely tight race. 11 points separating 11 horses. That's all. And I've gone for the top graded. Vaunted. That's Vaunted. It's a course and distance winner, beaten favourite last time out. No issues with the ground. It is 9-1. And hallelujah, you all say. That is the end of today's selections. It could be a really exciting, good day, or it could be a very, we've hit the post so many times day. Anyway, whatever you're doing today, have a great one. Don't forget your Sunday dinner. Always the best part. And the footy's on this afternoon. Some really good games. The Manchester Derby and Burnley and Liverpool should be a really exciting day. Have a great one. Thanks for watching the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee on what has been one of the longest videos I've ever had to do. Have a great one. Be lucky.